What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to some more Madden 22 breakdowns and more Madden 22 coverage as we get even closer to the release of the ever-wanting Madden 22. That's right. A couple of weeks ago, we broke down the franchise trailer. When we broke down all the stuff that franchise has to offer this year, we went really in-depth. Last week, we broke down all the stuff that Dynamic Game Day has to offer. We went really in-depth with that. And now this week, we are going to be breaking down everything that Madden 22 releases about Face of the Franchise. Yes, I know. Face of the Franchise has probably the worst stigma around it, even worse than Franchise Mode, because we all know, if you guys are OGs of the channel, you remember last year how frustrating and how mad I got at Face of the Franchise. It was just one of the worst stories ever written in not just even a sports game or a game in general. Just one of the worst written things ever made. And it was poorly written, poorly done. It was a bad mode. And there's a reason why I didn't really play it very much. I tried to play it. I really did, but it just didn't work out. And it was the result of a lot of rants. If you go back on the channel for about a year, on the channel, there's a lot of Madden Face of the Franchise rants. So if you want to go listen to those, just they're pretty entertaining. So anyway, getting back to this, Madden 22 hopefully is a little bit different. We're going to be taking a look at the trailer they released. We're going to be breaking it down frame by frame, and then there's probably going to be some gridiron notes that they're going to be bringing in later in the week that we're going to break down. There's probably going to be some more pictures that I'll probably break down. If there's something interesting in this trailer that I want to specifically break down even more in detail, then I'll definitely make a video on that. But without further ado, let's get this party started and let's watch some Face of the Franchise trailer. It's about 2 minutes long, so it's not going to be a super long trailer, not going to be a super long video either. Let me put these headphones in real quick so I can get it ready. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's watch some Face of the Franchise. Hopefully it's better. Play.
Sup everybody, Ryan Santos here, Senior Design Director on Madden NFL 22. Today, we'll talk through what to expect in Face of the Franchise United We Rise. It's a whole new direction for the mode based on feedback from our players. Here, we'll dig into new features like Road to the Draft and the new class progression system, all of which empower you to shape your career journey as you rise to NFL stardom. United We Rise kicks off with your Road to the Draft, where you'll face a new set of challenges. Work out at Nike headquarters, flash back to the college football playoff, and log a pre-draft workout with an NFL team interested in your talent. You'll meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and your performance and off-field choices will impact your draft stock, and ultimately, which NFL team you land on. The all-new class progression system lets you customize your avatar for your style of play and level up through gameplay. Select the General class if you want to command the offense like Tom Brady. Equip the Magician class if you want to throw like Patrick Mahomes. Several classes will be available at launch, including new linebacker classes, bringing a defensive position to the career experience for the first time. This class system will also feature unified progression across the yard, giving you even more ways to level up. In our upcoming Gridiron notes, we'll be sharing more details on the class system along with an enhanced season engine, featuring new scenarios, side activities, and pressure moments, all of which put your NFL career in your hands. That's all for now on the new Face of the Franchise United We Rise. Thanks for tuning in, and stay locked on our channels for more info leading up to the worldwide launch of Madden NFL 22 on August 20th.
All right, so there you have it. It wasn't a lot there, but there actually was a decent amount of stuff that they shoved in this little 2-minute trailer. So let's go back to the beginning of it. First off, we get some nice cutscenes. We get some clips of us training. There's the draft. It looks like we're going to be having some cutscenes where we talk to that guy. I don't know why they're using the Jets as the team that drafts you, because they just drafted Zach Wilson in real life, so they wouldn't need a quarterback, but whatever. That's just a small detail. We get a clip of us at the pre-draft, meeting all the fans and stuff. We get a Jalen Hurts cameo right there. He looks pretty good. The model looks pretty good. And then we get this. We get Face of the Franchise features in Madden NFL 22 at launch. New United We Rise, Road to the Draft prologue. New class progression system. New multi-game scenarios and game day goals. New weekly side activity choices. New in-game pressure moments. New career hub. New career podcast coverage. And enhanced season engine. So all of this seems really good. How it's going to flow, how the story is written, it makes a big deal on the actual gameplay. You may not think that it does, but how the story is written actually does have a huge impact on how the gameplay is. So as long as the story actually makes sense and the story is consistent and the story is actually good, then the gameplay should be pretty good as well. Moving on to Justin Jefferson catching a pass. Then who is this? Is this, I'm not sure who that is, to be honest with you. He's sacking Justin Herbert, and then Nyheim Hines doing a backflip. That's actually pretty cool. So we get a nice cutscene. I have a feeling this is going to be cutscene heavy, which may be a bad thing, maybe a good thing. Who knows, depending on who's playing. And then we get a little bit of, it looks like we're at the Nike headquarters, getting a little bit of gameplay.
Nike headquarters.
Yeah.
Flashback.
Getting a little bit of gameplay, and we knew we were going to get some flashbacks to the college football playoffs. It looks like we'll have the semifinal and the championship just like normal, just like the past years. I have not seen a release of the teams that are going to be in the college football section. I'm assuming it's going to be the same teams that were in last year's, but I'm hoping that there's some new teams like Ohio State. Maybe there's an Alabama in there. I don't know. I'm hoping that there is, because I would like to play for Ohio State, but they got to get the license. I don't know if they got the license or not. So I don't know. We'll probably have the same teams. So we knew we were going to get some college football flashbacks. That was no surprise there. It looks like once again we're in Jets training camp. So this is the part that worries me, though. You see this gameplay right here? This is taken, I'm assuming, exactly from the game, and I'm a little bit worried at how it looks. Just watch it.
Workout with an NFL team interested in your
Just look how it looks a little bit clunky. I'm just a little bit worried. It looks almost exactly like Madden 21. Next gen. I'm a little bit worried at how this is going to play.
Team interested in your talent.
Just look how he's running. It looks clunky. It looks slow. I'm worried. I'm genuinely worried about that. And then they bring up all these new characters that are going to be, you're going to meet throughout the Face of the Franchise. Now, last year, they said that the Face of the Franchise story was going to be progressive throughout your career. There was going to be more like cutscenes once you finish the first initial year of your career, where it was storyline heavy. But I don't think anybody really even played that far into it to even care about it. So I'm assuming they're going to do that again, but it's all depends on how good the mode is if people actually want to continue playing, because everybody knows it's a whole meme that Face of the Franchise is the first game mode to die during the Madden cycle. It dies about a month or two into Madden 20 or Madden cycle because it's just such a bad mode. So if it happens again, I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll find out. Looks like you get to go on a podcast, the Nia Polanco podcast. Okay. You get drafted. There's the call from the team. Walk out. The Jets draft you number 1 in the first round, which is concerning because the Jets don't need a quarterback. So hopefully this guy's like a linebacker or something. And then we get class progression. So this is interesting. This is actually kind of cool because it's basically your archetype. It's Madden's version of the archetype. So it looks like in the ability pool, we've got Acrobat, Adrenaline Rush, Armbar, Backfield Mismatch, Backlash, Bazooka, Bottleneck, Bulldozer, and Closer as the ones that are shown on here. These are your not your X Factor, but your abilities for like Superstar and Superstar X Factor and all that stuff. So the associated class that they have picked is Juggernaut. They have the General, Lightspeed, Double Agent, Magician, Shadow, and Moonshot. So these are all quarterback, I'm assuming, quarterback ones. I don't really know, to be honest with you. We've got Double Agent, Goliath, General, and now we get to the classes. So it looks like if you're going to be a quarterback, you have 3 different classes you can choose from. You can be the general, which is more like Tom Brady. You can be the magician, which they said is more like Patrick Mahomes, and I'm guessing light speed is more like Lamar Jackson. So you get abilities, which is Bazooka, Hot Route Master, Protected, Pocket, Deadeye. Then you can use the skill points that you earn to upgrade those, the power, the accuracy, pocket presence, stability, and speed. And then your Bruiser, 6'5", 3... Holy crap, what? What kind of quarterback is 6'5", 310? Okay, he's a 79 overall. What in the world? Why'd they pick 6'5", 310? Oh, what's this say? The general, a monster in the pocket with the intangibles to do the most damage possible. His deep ball dismantles defenders, and his ability to deliver darts makes the general a force to be reckoned with. Okay. And then we get to the magician. Now you see him, now you don't. The magician excels at improvising whether inside the pocket or out. With precision, this quarterback dissects defenses. So he's got run and gun as his X Factor ability, and then QB playmaker, gunslinger, and roaming Deadeye. And he's got power, accuracy, improvising, quickness, stability, and speed as his skills that he can upgrade. So whichever one you want to... college. This might be where you get to choose your college, I guess. I have no idea, really. I'm just breaking it down for what it looks like. So I don't know. The recommended physique is balanced, and they equip the physique of Bruiser. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't really know what's going on because I need to be in the game to actually understand it. But it looks like you get to choose your archetype just like in 2K or in MLB The Show, all those kind of stuff. And hopefully it works out. Hopefully it's pretty good. So what position do you want to play? So this looks like you get to start out with the when you're choosing what position you want to play. Obviously at the start of the franchise, we were in this one just in the last section, select class. So this is the one before it. You get to be a quarterback, wide receiver, halfback, or linebacker. They added that in this year. We talked about the 3 that you get for quarterback. You get Moonshot, Pathfinder, and Licky 7. What is that, a misprint, or is that actually what it is? Licky 7s, Lucky 7s. Is that supposed to be Lucky 7s? I don't know. But those are the 3 that you get in wide receiver. In running back, you get the Shadow, Juggernaut, and Double Agent. So I'm assuming the Shadow is your elusive running back. The Juggernaut is your power back, and the Double Agent is your receiver and power back and running back kind of. So this is more like Alvin Kamara. This is more like Derrick Henry, and this would be like a Darren Sproles kind of guy, elusive. And then the Hawk and the Infiltrator are your 2 linebacker classes. Okay. Then we move into linebacker for Hawk. You get a natural ball hawk with elite defensive technique and mentality. The Hawk flies around the field and is a defensive stalwart in the middle of the field. So they use the example of Bobby Wagner. He's an agile 5'10", 180 linebacker. That's a tiny linebacker. Why would you choose... The 6'5", 310 guy would have been better at this. What is these heights and weights? Why are they choosing this? Is this a troll? I don't know what's going on there. 5'10", 180 is a small linebacker. Zone Hawk is his X Factor, short route KO, medium route KO, and Lurker. You definitely want to have Lurker if you're going to be a linebacker, especially if you're going to be a Hawk linebacker. And then moving on to Young. That's not Chase Young. Who's Young number 1? I don't know who that is. But he's sacking Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, Young number 1 is the player. Duh, I'm so stupid. Oh, man, that's funny. And then you get to, looks like you're at the Nike event again. What's this? So, this is the results of you being at, I'm assuming, at the Nike training camp thing. You're getting your points and your stuff and all your rewards and stuff for that. You level up. And then Gridiron Notes feature in-depth breakdowns, new class system, enhanced season engine, new side activities, new scenarios, new pressure moments, all good stuff. We get another text conversation from the trainer Brandon Young. Well, the good news is that you officially have your first NFL game under your belt. That's probably the only good news at this point. To be honest, I'm sure you're hearing all the noise about what a rough start you're off to. It gets amplified when you fail up to put up a win. Trust yourself. Things will turn around. I always say that you need to have short-term memory in the NFL and what applies to both wins and losses. So let's start moving on. You're playing the Patriots this week. What do you want to focus on during the week? So you get to choose mental focus, team bonding, physical recovery, or my brand. I'm assuming each one, I think they say this in the trailer, I'm assuming each one of these has its different like branch of story that results in you choosing. So if you want to choose my brand, maybe your team isn't happy that you're focusing on your brand more than the team. But if you're focusing on team bonding, then your brand might take a little bit of a hit. So we'll have to do some experiments with that. And then it looks like you get a cutscene where you get to, Jordan's talking about, even though it was a short trip, you mainly made an impact in your time there. If you're looking for something to do around here, I got you. So mentor youth and community or sponsor initiative mental health. Okay, so you get to choose what you want to do in your spare time if you want to do stuff with the community or with stuff with your brand or your sponsors. And then we get a game, we get some more cutscenes, and we get some more cutscenes with all that stuff. So, okay, that's going to do it for the trailer. I will probably, I'm not sure, but I will probably do a video on breaking down some of this class progression stuff, since seems to be the most in-depth stuff they went into in the trailer. So I may do a video on that. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. I'm definitely going to do a video on the Gridiron Notes whenever they get dropped. So make sure you guys stick around for that. But like I say with everything on Madden 22, it's a good start. All this stuff seems like good additions. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, until we get the game to see how it actually plays out, if the story's actually well written, or if it's just going to be another bomb story that just falls off after a month and it just gets boring and stale. That's most likely to happen if you were to take bets on it. I would assume that's what everybody would take a bet on, was that it was just going to fail after a month, because that's usually how Face of the Franchise happens. So I am worried about it. I will play it, and I will be on the channel. Hopefully it doesn't make me rage as much as it did last year, because I don't want to do that. I don't like to rage like that, but sometimes it just gets too much, and it's just, you need to rage about something so that people hear it. Because if you don't talk about it, then it's never going to get fixed. So, and I know that my input and my rage videos did not do anything in the community. I understand that, but I'm just saying, for my own personal mental health and my own personal health in general, I need to rage about this stuff, and I need to vent about this stuff so that it doesn't just build up inside me. So I'm worried about Face of the Franchise. It seems like they're on track to do something good, but I thought that last year, and it did not turn out to be the same. So the only thing I'm worried about, like I said, is the story. I'm worried about, which is the entire Face of the Franchise. I'm worried about the story, because if it is just stupid, doesn't make any sense, I'm starting to get mad again, because I'm thinking about last year. It needs to be good. It doesn't even need to be good. It just needs to make sense, really. And then they can build off that for next year. So I don't know. Let me know down below what you guys think. If you guys think that Face the Franchise is going to be a W, if you think it's going to be an L, let me know which way you guys go. And if you have any other questions about Face the Franchise, or if you have any concerns about it, just put it down in the comments. I'll see, and I'll try to answer it if I have the answer for it. So that's going to do for me, though. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!